Record this.
I'm on.
Yes. Oh, hey, Patricia. So this will be a more of a fast one because there's a couple kind of announcements that I want to go through really quickly. So first of all, on the 19th, and I'm just going to kind of explain the timeline of how this is sort of supposed to work. So on the 19th is actually the first day that people can sign up. On the 21st, Beachbody is having their actual launch party. And so, sorry, I'm just gonna.
I can't hear you too well.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute. I'm just gonna mute some of these. If you guys need me to, there. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. So, what's gonna happen is on the 19th is the actual first day that people can sign up as a coach or technically as a customer. On the 21st is when they're actually having the launch party, which will be 2 days later. So, if you guys want to chat, just unmute yourself, just so we can, so you guys can hear me better. Sorry, there, it's muted. If you want to chat, just unmute yourself. So the process of what's going to happen is some of us are coming over on the 17th. So that night, most of us are flying in the morning. We're leaving here at 9. We get there at 9 p.m. We'll be awash probably. We'll be wide awake because it'll be like 4 in the afternoon for us going that way, right, Nicola? Yeah, going that way is easy. We're not going to be able to sleep is probably what's going to happen. So then the next day on the 18th is where our team has an actual conference room booked because there's going to be a lot of people and we're going to go through some quick explanations of how to sign up, what's going to happen, because between now and October, I'm going to imagine, and I think I was talking to Rebecca earlier, that she already has somebody who's possibly interested in coaching as well. So between now and October 19th, I'm going to assume a lot of you will have 1, 2, maybe 10, 12, who knows how many people that will also want to sign up as a coach, but under yourself, right? So that's what the 18th is for. If you can't make it, don't worry. It's not a requirement. We're going to be there the 18th and the 19th. We have conference rooms booked specifically to help you guys sign up. And then what happens is there's 2 options, and I'm only going to tell you the second option because it's what's going to probably end up happening because it's going to be a zoo there. It literally, I think what's going to happen is with our team, and I've kind of told you there's our team, there's a larger portion of our team. We're kind of a bunch of teams put together. Is there's going to be so many people signing up with our team. I think Beachbody might send a representative to help us. So, and that's one of the announcements I was going to make. I'll get to it in a sec. I'm not trying to delay it. I'm just trying to stay focused. So, so on both the 18th and the 19th, we will be there specifically to help you sign up or your people sign up, whether you have customers who you're ready to, get rolling in a challenge group, or whether you have coaches you want to start signing up your own team. We will be there. There'll probably be about 6 to 10 of us, Canadian coaches, who will be there to help. And then I'm pretty sure someone from Beachbody will probably come with us as well, because between our team alone, I would imagine there's going to be at least 200 coaches sign up on day 1, which is going to be chaotic. So what happens is, and I'm just going to show you with basic, horrible man writing, is that backwards or is that proper? It's good. Okay. So what's going to happen is, for example, and I'm just going to do this fast. And I don't know if I have a friend called Rebecca and we call her Rebs. So I'm just going to use you guys as an example. So under myself, for example, when I sign up a coach, they can go either on my right or my left side. You can pre-select that, but there's going to be so many people signing up on day one. There's going to be thousands, that what we're going to do is we're just going to sign coaches up. And if you have coaches, you're just going to sign them up. Don't worry which side you put them on, because what we'll do afterwards is we'll help you compose an email. And we do that right now. It's called the Genealogy Change. There's actually a form, and they do it really quickly. And we're just going to dictate where we want people to go afterwards. We're not even going to worry about placement, because one of the things we're good at, we'll explain to you, is how to place people to maximize your income down the road. It doesn't seem like it right now, but 2 years down the road, once you're a successful coach, where you're placed can make a difference. And sometimes it's a difference of 30, 40, 50, 60,000, dollars a year. So it is very important. And that's why we're coming over to help, because right now, it might not seem like a big deal, but once you have a larger team, and after this year, they haven't announced, and I'm not even allowed to post this, so I won't, but I'm guessing by this time next year, we'll also be in Australia and New Zealand. So you have your UK people. In a year from now, that's how the company's been around for 9-10 years, but this is the first time they've done a big expansion outside of Canada. So by this time next year, you'll be having people from Australia and New Zealand on your team. Then after that, my guess is they're going to go back to Europe and probably do some of the Scandinavian countries, Germany, Italy, and France. So it's just growing, and we want to make sure that you guys are set up properly now. And a lot of teams still don't even understand genealogy and how it works. So it's very important that you do it properly now. So that's what's going to happen. We'll be there the 18th, the 19th, the 20th. I'm going to really try and sightsee, because I think a friend of mine from Vancouver got mad and said, "You're not going to the UK and doing just business. You got to get out there." So I know Nicola's like, "Don't you dare." And it's my sister's favorite town. She likes London better than Paris, actually. So I've got to get out there on the 20th, and then the 21st is when there's the workout, and all the Beachbody brass are coming. The CEO, the president. I don't know if you guys saw my post the other night, but it was literally, I think it was Friday night at 7:30, and we get a lot of recorded calls from head office saying, "Hey, it's the Team Cup." So I answered my phone. It's like, "Hey, it's Jeff Hill from Beachbody," and I'm like, and I put it down, and all of a sudden I go, "Hello, Mike, is that you?" I was like, "Jeff?" And because it's the president of the company, you're not expecting him to call you. And I was like, "Oh, sorry about that. I honestly thought it was a recording," and I almost hung up on him. But he literally was calling some of the people who are doing well in the UK just to see how it's going, which is pretty cool, because there's 400,000 coaches, and for him to call kind of shows that our team is doing something right. So that was kind of exciting. So what the big announcement is, and you might not understand the significance of it yet, but a lot of you in the UK, and one of the reasons it's going to do so well in the UK is because most of you know about Insanity, right? So you know about P90X, you know about a lot of the trainers are now doing Core de Force, which is our MMA style one. So there's a network of coaches in the UK. It's got to be at least 100. There's about 6 master trainers who teach the other trainers. And then below them, they teach their own coaches. Almost, not all, but almost the entire network of them are going to be signing up with our team, which is like a crazy coup, because originally they were going to go with somebody else. And then we kind of started talking to them from a business perspective, and they realized the other coaches didn't really know what they were doing from a business perspective. They were decent at it, but they didn't. It's not because I'm old, but my brother and I both have a lot of business experience previously. And they just liked the fact that we were a bit more of a mature team. We went at it from a business perspective. So they're going to be directly impacting your income. So that's the other reason that Beachbody head office is going to come over, because they're already actually employees of Beachbody. They've been dying to be coaches for the last 2-3 years. So they've been chomping at the bit, and they're super excited. So they made that announcement today, and I was waiting for it. And it's, for me, and I've got to say this, Beachbody does not guarantee any source of income. It all is based on your skill, diligence, and effort. That's a legal disclaimer I have to say. On day one, for someone like myself, in 1 week, that could be the difference of a $10,000-$20,000 week for myself. That's how massive an impact it is based on where they go in our genealogy. A lot of that will trickle up to other people, and I'm going to show you really fast. So, for example, if this is me here, I have what's called my strong leg and my weak leg. I'm not going to explain what it is, but basically, let's say Rebecca's on my weak leg, and this is my strong leg. It's called what's called the binary system, and I'm drawing backwards and upside down, so hopefully I can do this. I can't pin this down. So what happens is, if Jules is on my strong leg, right now, myself as a coach, I have about 500 coaches on my strong leg, because everybody above me has to place a coach at the bottom of that leg. Okay, I can't slide somebody right in here above Jules. Okay, so what happens is your strong leg is built for you. Your weak leg is the one you have to build. Okay, so the only people that are going on your weak leg are people, your personally sponsored coaches. You're going to have a strong leg, and now soon there's going to be hundreds more people put down there. So all that means is there's a lot of volume for you to tap into. That's your one leg is going to be built for you for a lot of people, which is kind of massive. So without getting into strong and weak leg, we're going to do that in another call, get moving forward, the closer we get to launch, just so you can kind of start to get a bit more strategy. But for us who've been doing it a long time, well, I've only been doing it 2 years, which is actually short, but I feel like a long time. It's a massive influx for us, and they're going to start putting their people throughout our organization, which is only going to help everybody. So for Jamie and I, we were pretty pumped to hear that. It's been something we've been going back and forth, because they basically have been interviewing all the teams and coaches in Beachbody to see who they wanted to go with, because they're such a massive organization. So to go with us was flattering, but it was like, we were like, oh gosh, I hope this kind of happens. Plus it's going to get our team, all of us, known as the team that already has, the UK master trainers, the UK trainers. So they're all going to be part of us. They're excited because they know, with Jamie and I being brothers, that we run this kind of like a family. It's a successful team, but it's still kind of very tight knit. So, which is kind of cool. And it's already starting to pay dividends, because there's some people who have wanted to be in this group. And as of the last 2 days, I've kind of known this was going to happen. I'll go on Facebook and realize, oh, they're friends with such and such. I can get on the phone and say, hey, I don't want to step on your toes. Is this one of your contacts? And if not, they're going to come in the group. And they're like, no, they're all yours. I know I'm friends with them. Go ahead. And the next one might be, no, they're actually in my group already. So it's really creating kind of a nice family feel there, even though we're 3 weeks away from opening. So anyway, you might not understand the significance of that yet, but we're like high-fiving over here. So that's what's going to happen. And that's why we've rented the conference rooms, because there's probably going to be so many people on our team trying to figure out where everybody goes. And we want to do that beforehand. So that's that. Any questions as I'm chattering? No. Okay. And that's one of the reasons they, so go ahead, Rebecca. Did you have a question or no? No. Okay. One of the reasons they went with us is because we are one of the fastest growing teams in the company. And when you start placing people, when you start placing people down here, if you put a coach here, it's going to benefit you when I put 20 more coaches below them, because all that volume is going to benefit you. It doesn't mean it naturally comes. You still have to run your own business on the other side, but to have a side built for you already is like, it's massive. So I want to see if there's anything else. Oh yeah. So tonight we have a team call specifically on social media. Sorry. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, for sure. I can send you the compensation plan. And what do you mean by business presentation? Kind of, I'm guessing you're familiar with other MLMs. But yeah, let me know what you mean. I can definitely send you the compensation plan. Let me know as far as business presentation what you mean. And I'll definitely send that out. So we also have a social media call tonight, and that's one of the things we really focus on. Yeah, business. I'll send you guys all that. I'll put it in the files section on this page, and I'll put it up there so everybody can see the compensation plan, because there's different ones. It's funny. There's a wine network marketing company that started in North America. I don't know if they've made it to the UK or not yet. And it's very front loaded heavy, meaning the commissions are higher, and so people got excited, but as it's gone on, people have realized that they're not making as much money as they used to be doing with Beachbody. So yeah, so different compensation plans it's a little complicated for people, but if you know what you're talking about, you'll see the Beachbody one and you'll understand it's intended for long-term growth and sustainability, which is fantastic. That's what you want. You don't want massive commission up front and then everything fades off 2-3 years down. So and then on Tuesday of next week, and this is one I can share with you, is one of the top social media trainers for coaches. He basically strictly does almost just Beachbody coaches. He trains people how to go from your personal page and move your business over to your business page. So, and this is something that you will all eventually do. I have Mike Fitzpatrick as my Facebook page, but I also have Fitzpatrick Family Fitness as my business page. That's the one that we advertise from. That's the one that you can spend money on if you want. And he called me yesterday and said, hey, I'd love to help you. I see you're doing a lot of UK stuff. So he's going to do a team call for our big team on Tuesday, and I'll record that one and put it here in the group so you all can get that social media training as well, because it's vital. It really is. One of the reasons it's important, I don't even know what I'm at right now. Let me see. Where are we here? Sorry, one sec. Yeah, so I'm at 4,200 friends. Facebook only allows 5,000. And then after that, you kind of have to go through and delete people. And that's why I personally, unless they're one of my coaches or a potential challenger, I don't accept friend requests from other Beachbody coaches anymore. It sounds selfish, but it does nothing for me, right? It just clogs up my friend request. And yeah, and I'm just going to delete them afterwards once I get to 5,000. So one of the benefits of running a business page, so one of the benefits of running a business page is it's unlimited, right? We're at 26,000 followers on our business page. And then that way you can also run ads and things. I'm just going to read. I've seen it lots. It's just necessary. Yeah. So what I like to do is on my business page, and I'm going to start changing it. And that's what Jesse's going to help us with next Tuesday, is teach all of us how to use our business page, because it's also way more effective at targeting your cold market. So a lot of people will see, they'll do well at first by getting their warm market, friends, family, friends of friends, but then they kind of stall because they don't know how to target a cold market. I'm not a big fan of cold calling people. I don't agree with that. I don't necessarily feel comfortable with that. I like more the attraction, curiosity type marketing. And that's one of the things Jesse's going to teach us how to do on Tuesday as a team. So I'm kind of excited about that because he knows his stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah. Natalie's a I don't know what's the word I'm going to call you. a femalepreneur as well. Anyway, so that's what's going to happen on Tuesday. I'll put the recording here. Other than that, that's kind of all I really wanted to chat about today. It was just what's going to happen, the plan of attack for when we come over. So you guys had the dates, and I'll do a summary. I hope you all saw the free group post I did. If not, go scroll back, because some people have already wanted to start. I know Patricia is going to do a small little free group with her people. Rebecca had talked about it. There's some great resources on there to run your own groups, the full scripts, everything. And I was going to show you one thing really fast, just from a business perspective, because I know it scares people somehow. It's like, oh my God, you guys do so much stuff. I don't know how I'm going to keep up or how I'm going to learn it. But if you go here, for example, I just want to make sure this is it. So one of the things we do, and I've got to find out the right page here. No, that's not it. Sorry. Yeah, it's on a different page. So one of the things we do is, oh, maybe there it is. There we go. Can you guys see that page, my Facebook page? Jules, I can see your face. Can you see this one with Chris Downing? Yeah, so one of the things we do is, for example, in our challenge groups, every night I'll create this post and a write-up and share it with the entire team so that nobody has to kind of recreate the wheel. So within our Shift Shop challenge groups that are going on, I'll create this post with a write-up, and the entire team doesn't have to recreate it. They can kind of do this if they want to the next morning. So that's, again, one of the cool things about the business is the sharing of resources that I've never experienced before in any other business. So that's all I wanted to kind of show you real quick. That's it, unless people had any kind of questions as far as what's happening, how to do anything, no? You're still in awe, still bewildered, just soaking it all in, and you're already full. Yeah. I know Rebecca and Jules have tickets to go. I bought a few under fake names, and I know one of them got recalled and a second one got recalled because they found it. But I might have a couple extras. If you don't mind going by a different name, if you're interested, if you're in the London area on the 21st. So let me know, send me a PM if you are. I'll see how many I have left. I think I might have 2. Yeah, so Natalie, one was in your name, actually, funny enough, I think. One was in Jules's name as well. But she actually got a ticket, and she was one of the ones who got caught, because I think it was under Angel's name, right? Yeah, this is all recorded, Carrie, so I'm going to put it up on that team page so everybody can read it. So yeah, so again, you guys are allowed to work out with Shanti. We're not, unfortunately, because they wanted as many UK people to do it, and we not that we get to see them all the time, but they thought it was only fair. So I'm kind of jealous. I'm going to try and walk in and pretend I've got a really funny accent and see if they let me do it. But no, I'm just kidding. That would be unfair. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to post the recording of this underneath in the comment section. And then I'll kind of do another post of a quick breakdown of addresses of where everything's happening and the times and place. And yeah, no last questions? Now that I've muted you, everybody. Sorry, it just gets distracting sometimes. Cool. Okay, have a good night. And yeah, if you guys have questions, post it in the group or send us a PM. And yeah, book my flight. Super pumped about that. And keep the ideas coming. Again, I don't have a lot of time, and we're literally right by Buckingham Palace there, wherever downtown is, the Hilton Park Lane. So yeah, apparently you have a tube, whatever that is. Yeah, I know. It's like the subway, right? Is that all it is the subway? Yeah, okay. Anyhow, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. If there's stuff you want us to talk about leading up to it, other than what we've kind of mentioned, let us know, and more than happy to tackle any other subject as far as training or how things work. But the Facebook one next week is going to be really good. Basically, in a rundown of what it is they're trying to teach people, and I'm going to offend some people here who've done other network marketing companies, and I see it all the time, is icky posting or yucky posting or salesy posting, is that whole buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, right? Do you have It Works there? No, they're the ones who made the saran wrap thing that's supposed to make you lose your weight. Like you wrap your tummy with saran wrap and it's supposed to make you lose weight. Sorry, I hope I'm not offending anybody. But yeah, they're always like $9.99, 2 for $1, $9.99, buy my shake. To me, that's not what we're about. Yeah, you see them all the time, and people see it coming a mile away. I know Isogenics has recently launched there, and some people are not that tactful with it. It's just not, I don't know, that's not what we want to be about. And that's what's going to happen next Tuesdays. They're going to teach people how to do curiosity marketing or attraction marketing, as opposed to, I run the opposite way when I see those things. It's just, yeah. I'm not saying there's, yeah, I know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but with the product, but I just don't like that model. And I love being able to show my family. I love being able to show what I love. I love showing the Instant Pot. I love cooking in my pressure cooker. I love being on the beach. That's what I want to explain to people. And I want them to come to me. I don't want to have to cold call people or have a Shakeology party where I force my cousins to do this. Do you know what I mean? It's make people ask, what are those guys doing? Why are they so freaking happy all the time? So that's how I want to run my business. It might not be you, it might not be other people. But that's what works long term, and that's what doesn't burn people out, and that's what is going to draw your friends and family to you and not be sick of you and block you on Facebook because they're sick of seeing all your $9.99 posts. So hopefully that's what you guys want. It just makes it more fun to do, and trust me, it is a fun group of people and it's a fun job. It's fitness as a focus, which a lot of other companies don't have, which makes it real and makes it long lasting and makes it somewhat recession proof. So anyway, enough babbling. Can't wait to see you guys next week. I might just go over the Jesse Regan call on Wednesday, because I'll try and summarize it because I'm assuming it's going to be an hour long. But if not, we'll see you next Wednesday on the call and ask questions as we go. Okay. Have a good night, everybody.